Hello everyone, we are going to talk about the questions with who and present simple. And we are going to use these questions to talk about or to ask about the person or the subject of the action. I mean the object of the action. So, to ask about the object of an action, we use who, do, does, subject, and verb. The object of an action, we know that this is the subject, the person that is going to do the action. But we are asking about the object, that means the person, in this case, that they are visiting. For example, we have who do they visit? Who do they visit? Who are they going to visit? Who do they visit? And to answer, we're going to use the subject, that is they. We're talking about they. The verb, it is visit because they visit. And the object is the persons or the person they are doing the action. Or the person they are doing the action. So, who do they visit? They visit their relatives. We are asking about these persons. Who are they going to visit? Who do they visit? They visit their relatives. Okay, so in the page 114 of your student's book, 114 of your student's book, we have this text that we have to read, and we have the stickers. We have these stickers in your 8C section of your student's book. 8C. So, we are going to put these stickers according to what do we read. So, we have here in the reading that New Year in India is called Diwali. It is celebrated in October or November. The New Year in Brazil is called Réveillon. It is celebrated on January the 1st, like in our country. So, we are going to paste the stickers according to what do we read here. We're going to start with India, with Diwali. In India, they wear colorful new clothes. What people are wearing colorful new clothes? Exactly, these people are wearing colorful new clothes. So we're going to take this and paste it. And we're going to paste it here. Then we have they visit their relatives. They bring presents. In India, they visit their relatives and they bring presents. So, what people have big presents? Or uh, who are the people who brought presents? It is them, okay? So, we take this and we're going to paste it here. They visit their relatives and they bring presents. And in India, for Diwali, they decorate their homes with candles. They decorate the home with candles. Where are the decorations with candles? Okay, we have these candles And we have these candles, right? But these ones are in a river. Do they mention that they put them in a river? No, they don't put it in the water or in the river. So we are going to take these candles, right? Because they are decorations. So we put them here. They decorate their homes with candles. And now we are going to go to Brazil in the Réveillon. Now we have, they wear white clothes in Brazil. Where, with, where do they wear white clothes? What people are wearing white clothes? Right here, right? So they are wearing white clothes. They go in Brazil, they go to the beach with friends. Who are going to the beach? Where is the beach? Ah, it's right here, right? So we're going to take it and paste it right here. They go to the beach with friends. And we finally have, they float candles and flowers on the small boats. We have these little small boats and we're going to paste them here. Okay, very good. Now we have these ones ready, and for the next page, for the next exercise, sorry, we have to read again. We have to read again and complete the sentences, okay? So we have that in New Year, India is called Diwali. New Year in India is called Diwali. It is celebrated in October or in November. In New Year in Brazil is called Réveillon. It is celebrated on January 1st. So, in Diwali, when do they celebrate New Year? When do they celebrate New Year in Diwali? When is Diwali celebrated? When do they celebrate New Year? In October or November. They celebrate Diwali in October or in November. What do they wear for Diwali? What do they wear for Diwali? They wear colorful new clothes, exactly. And where do they go? Where do they go? To what place? They go to visit their relatives, exactly. They go visit their relatives. Now, for Réveillon, we have, when do they celebrate New Year? When do they celebrate Réveillon? When do they celebrate it? In what date? They celebrate it in, okay, they celebrate it on January 1st. They celebrate it on January 1st, like we do. Now, what do they wear for Réveillon? What do they wear for Réveillon? They wear white clothes, exactly. They wear white clothes. And where do they go for Réveillon? To what place do they go to celebrate Réveillon? Ah, they go to the beach, exactly. They go to the beach because in Brazil, in January is hot. Do you remember that? That I told you that in Brazil it's hot, and all the countries below us it is hot when it's January. And in our country, in Mexico, It is very, 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 very cold. Do you remember that I told you that? Yes. Okay, now let's go to the page 115 and we are going to read and recite the poem. We are going to read and recite the poem. But first, we can watch this video about the New Year in China. We're going to talk about the New Year in China, okay, or the Moon Festival. So we have here this little video and we are going to watch it, okay? Pay attention.
Chinese Lantern Festival. The Lantern Festival marks the end of the Chinese New Year celebration. There are red lanterns everywhere, in the street, on houses, shops and restaurants, and on the trees in the parks. The lion dance is a popular part of the festival. People want to be brave and strong, like the lion. They dance, wishing for a happy year. People also like watching performers on stilts. They wear different costumes and they sometimes do difficult moves. Hungry? Just try the traditional cake. A ball made from sticky rice with a delicious sweet filling. Families enjoy them together and watch the full moon. Another beautiful tradition is popular in many Asian countries. People write their wishes on a paper lantern, light it, and let it fly into the sky. It's a prayer for the wishes to come true.
Okay, now going back to our book, we are going to answer and recite the poem first. We have here bright moon in the sky. Bright moon way up high. Bright moon shining bright. We gaze upon your light each night. Okay, now let's say it together. Bright moon in the sky. Bright moon way up high. Bright moon shining bright. We gaze upon your light each night. Beautiful, isn't it? Now we have to read and number the pictures. We have to read this little paragraph about the Chinese Moon Festival. It says, the Chinese celebrate the Moon Festival in September. They celebrate it in September. They visit family and friends, and after dark, they go outside and look at the moon. They eat moon cakes and fruit called pomelos. They recite poems about the moon, and children carry bright lanterns. Okay, so which one is the number one that says they go outside and look at the moon? Which one is the number one? It is this one, right? This one is the number one. Which one is the number two that says they eat mooncakes? Where are the mooncakes? Are these the mooncakes? No, it is this one. These ones are the mooncakes. These are the mooncakes. They eat mooncakes and a fruit called pomelos. Which one are the fruits? Okay, they are these ones, right? The number 3. And they recite poems about the moon, and children carry bright lanterns. Which one are the lanterns? These ones, right? These one are the lanterns. Okay, very good. Now we have this one answered, and we are going to answer the next questions. Please copy these on your pink notebook, and reading this again, you have to answer the questions. When do they celebrate the Moon Festival? Who do they visit? Where do they go? What do they eat? What do they do? And what do the children carry? Okay, according to this little paragraph, you are going to answer these questions. Please copy them on your pink notebook, and also this information too. Okay, I will give you some time. You can pause the video here to copy this text and these questions. Okay. Okay, we are going to continue to the next exercise, and it's going to be in our practice book on the page 107. So we have here in the 107 of our practice book, we have to read and number the pictures. In Brazil, they celebrate New Year on January 1st. It is called Réveillon. They put flowers and candles on small boats and float them in the sea. This is the number 1. We are going to number them. The flowers and candles are gifts to the goddess of the water. Some people go to the beach and watch the fireworks. They wear white for good luck. So, which one is the number 1? Okay, it says they put flowers and candles on small boats and float them in the sea. Some people go to the beach and watch the fireworks, and they wear white for good luck. So let's start right here. What is this picture? What number is this picture? Number 1, 2, or 3? It is the number 2, right? Because some people go to the beach and watch the fireworks. They are in the beach and they are watching the fireworks. Which one is this picture? Which number is this picture? Number 1 or 3? It is the number 3, because they are wearing white, and they wear white for good luck. And this one is the number 1, because they put flowers and candles on small boats and float them in the sea. They are putting the boats in the water. Okay, now let's go with India. In India, they celebrate New Year in October or November. It is called Diwali. They wear colorful new clothes. The women wear beautiful jewelry. They visit their relatives and bring presents. They light candles for good luck and they watch fireworks. So, what picture or what number is this picture? This is the number. He is lighting some candles, so this is the number 6. This is the number 6. Then we have these people that are wearing some clothes. They are very elegant. It is the number 4. It's the number 4 because it's the man and the woman. They are wearing new clothes and very colorful. And in the number, in this picture, they are women and they are wearing jewelry. You see, they are wearing rings, they are wearing bracelets, they are wearing crowns, or they are wearing earrings and all of kind of jewelry because it's a very special day. So now we continue to the next exercise. And we have to read and answer the questions about the Revillon and Divoli. Now, when do they celebrate Revillon? On what day do they celebrate Revillon? They celebrate Revillon on what month? If it's the New Year, Revillon is in Brazil. So, if it's the New Year in Brazil, when do they celebrate it? They celebrate it on January 1st. Very good. They celebrate Revillon on January 1st. And where do they go to celebrate Revillon? They go to watch the fireworks. Where do they go? To the beach, okay? They go to the beach. Now, where do they celebrate Divoli? Where do they celebrate it? In what place do they celebrate it? They celebrate in India. Diwali is only celebrated in India. It's the New Year for India. And what do women wear? What do they wear to look very beautiful, that only women can look that beautiful in that special day? They wear rings and earrings and bracelets. And how is it called? They wear jewelry, right? Women wear jewelry, okay? Now, in the next page of the 108, we are going to read about the Thanksgiving, and we are going to complete the sentences with the boxes of with the box below here. We have Thanksgiving is a special day, a special holiday in the United States. Families visit Thanksgiving, eat Thanksgiving, or celebrate Thanksgiving in November. Families celebrate Thanksgiving in November. Very good. Then, many people, their relatives or friends. Many people visit their relatives or friends, or many people eat their relatives or friends. What do? They visit. Very good, because they can't eat them. Imagine that. They eat their relatives in Thanksgiving? No. So they have a big meal in the afternoon, and they eat turkey. That's what they eat. They eat the turkey with potatoes and cranberry sauce for dinner. And for dessert, they eat pumpkin pie. This is their dessert, okay? Now we are going to read and circle when or what, according to. We are going to answer with the WH questions about this celebration that is Thanksgiving. We have When or what do they celebrate Thanksgiving? When do they celebrate Thanksgiving? Or what do they celebrate Thanksgiving? It is when do they celebrate it, because we're asking about the date, about the month of the year that is celebrated. Then we have the number 2. Who do they celebrate Thanksgiving? We're asking about the person. Or where do they celebrate Thanksgiving? When it is celebrated, in what place, or who celebrated? We're asking about where. We're asking about the place. Where do they celebrate Thanksgiving? Now, for the number 3, we have who do they visit, or when do they visit? We are asking about who do they visit. We are asking about who, about of what person are they going to visit. For the number 4, we have when do they have a big meal, or who do they have a big meal. If we have here they, are we going to use who? No, we're going to use when. When do they have a big meal? And what do they eat for dinner? Or when do they eat for dinner? We know that they eat dinner at night, right? When do they eat it? How they eat it? If they are eating dinner, they are going to eat it in the night, right? You can't eat dinner in the morning, or do you? No, so we're asking about what do they eat? What are they going to eat in the dinner? So we have these answers, and we're going to answer reading the questions. Reading the questions, we are going to read the question above and number the answers. So, which one is the number 1 that says, when do they celebrate Thanksgiving? It is, when do they celebrate Thanksgiving? It's this one, right? They celebrate Thanksgiving. No, it is not. Okay. We're asking about when, no where. Okay. When do they celebrate Thanksgiving? In what month do they celebrate it? It's this one. Okay. Number 1, they celebrate Thanksgiving in November. Okay. Now, where do they celebrate Thanksgiving? In what place do they celebrate it? They celebrate Thanksgiving in the United States. Okay, they celebrate Thanksgiving in the United States. That's the number 2. So, who do they visit? Who do they visit? To what persons they visit? They visit their relatives or friends. They visit their relatives or friends. Okay. The number 4. When do they have a big meal? When do they have a big meal? They have a big meal in the afternoon. Very good. This is the number 4. This is the number 4. And the number 5 is, what do they eat for dinner? What do they eat for dinner? They eat turkey, potatoes, and cranberry sauce. Okay, very good. So we are going to have their answers like this. Number 4, 2, 5, 1, and 3. Very good, everyone. Okay, and that is everything for today. Please copy the things I told you to copy. We are going to copy these questions and this topic, okay, on your pink notebook. Okay, now I'm going to see you later on next Tuesday, okay? So I will see you then, and I hope you're having a very good weekend. Bye.